Where'd I leave off? I'm pretty sure I left off right after I did the humanity puzzle. So we're going to be continuing on with that. We showed our humanity last time. Very odd puzzle. One of the only things like this I've ever seen in any of these games. And wholly unfair. Not sure how... Well, I am sure how people did it. It's because you're in a new area, you would, like, see how your chameleon spell would change. You try it out in the swampus, and it would go differently half of the time, and then by word of mouth. So we did a trick to make this ladder spawn. Hello, Master Saw. Did you come as soon as you could? Or as soon as you heard? Ooh, unhealthy sandwiches. I just had pizza. So we ascended the ladder. I'm pretty sure the section that's coming up sucks. Yes. Okay, we're good. I think this is where I want to be. So we're going to be fighting down multiple people. Shit. Up, there we go. Oh, hello, Medibot. So we're going up this awful ladder, and at the top of the awful ladder, we're being attacked by awful people. If I'm going to be using backstabs, I may want to focus on offense. To do this, Hornet Ring, and is Lloyd's Sword Ring worth it? Let's say Lloyd's Sword Ring is worth it. Let's try out a armor set I have not worn much. Actually, where is the favor set? By Wilhelm's. Probably not going to be able to wear all of it. I can wear this much of it, though. Still get to keep my heels on. So, upstairs is going to suck. And I'm going to have to kill the knights quickly. Alternatively, I could try luring the knights over here and kicking them down this ladder, but that has a very high chance of not working. Actually, no, I can't do that, because I drop down to where they are. So get our buffs on. Okay. there's going to be Leto. Okay. So I need this guy to come fight me. Okay, neither of my rings are doing anything. Okay. Stop summoning the sorceress! No! This is going so poorly! Am I alive? Finally, found us back. Okay. Up. So now I have to find the bad man. Okay. I found the bad man. Woof. And the thing is, we're not done yet. I have to look around. I should take off these worthless rings. Did absolutely jack all. Because I have to find the ladder. Yeah, the hug armor is nice. We're being hugged by our goddess. In this game, the hug armor is actually pretty decent. In the first game, the hug armor was not good. Fashionable, though. See, I think there's a ladder down somewhere. It could... I can hear the heralds. Over there is our goal. So let's see what's over here. It looks like a lot of nothing. So that's where we got the chime at. And over there is where we came out from the bonfire. So let's go towards our goal. Down there's where we could go. And here's a ladder. We can go over here. Dang it, I wanted to kick him off the ledge, but I was not allowed that. I'll look at the dragon's head shield later. Because our ultimate goal is over there. That ugly lumpy thing. Okay, I thought guys were going to fall on me when I picked that up. There's just headless boys down there. Let's take a look at this thing. It's got lots of goo on it and faces. Why, it's the purging monument. This functions like the Velka monument in Undead Settlement. You can request absolution, which if you've committed a sin, which is harming an NPC, it'll solve it. And you can request disillusion, which will undo our hollowing. But there's some lore here. Does that symbol look familiar, viewer at home? I don't have it anymore, but that's what the hilt of the Sword of Avowal looked like when we did the thing with Henri. Which means this is somehow connected to Londor. That symbol's all over the city, too. I've noticed the statues of the boys holding up circle stuff. I guess they're on the steeples around here. Just a symbol of a ring with a thing going through it. I don't exactly know what that could represent. Here's one. Of just a little skelly holding one as a burden. Makes me think the symbol might be representative of this old thing. It could be a representation of the dark sign, which is a burden that hollows carry. It's also the Phyrexian symbol, yeah. Wasn't the Phyrexian symbol a Greek letter? Was it Phi? I don't know. I don't remember my Greek letters. Oh, we gots to kill us one of them. Can I make that jump? How many? I have a lot of rings of sacrifice. I'm willing to try to make that jump. Hooray! Let's return to base. Yeah, what was the Phyrexian symbol called? Well, yeah, that symbol's everywhere, but it especially it's showing up on the monument is pretty important, I think. I need to find a new look. What is my look? My look is Lingering Dragon Crest. How much of the Faram set can I wear? Probably not much. Can I wear any pants at all? I can wear Cornix's skirt, but I don't like the heavy armor and no shoe look. That's pretty good. We'll go with the Faram set for a while. Do I have anything other than clerics that could potentially... Skirt of Prayer, Firekeeper... The loincloth. Fi. Okay, I was right. Okay, let's spend our souls. We have a lot of them. Look how fancy and bright and clean our new socks are.
Welcome, very welcome.
Level up. Do that. I think we can finally start leveling up Vitality a little bit. And for 1,200 more souls, I can get another level, and that is worth doing. We're getting kind of up there in levels, aren't we? There was some new high-quality rips today. I haven't looked at high-quality rips in a while. 200 short, and I'm going to have to overspend Oh, that happens.
Well, that.
I don't need any more of that. I could just... You know what, sure. Bring vitality up a little bit.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Ah, hello, Divac. Vape life indeed. Maybe we have some new pants. Now we can wear the Mirage trousers. Yeah, there we go. Some proper pants. So the Faram set was the set that was the Dark Souls 2 set, kind of. I think this was the set that was on the box. Which is weird because you could not get this set until very late in the game. High quality bong rips? Hell yes. So let's continue on our merry way. So... we have to go to Lap and tell him about the purging monument. Where the hell was Lap at, though? Was he just here? Nice 420 joke. Bong rips. High quality rips. Ooh, King of Vape? Are you here, my friend Lap? No, he's gone. Oh, I remember where he went. He went to... the other place. Let's just run there from here. We've gotten ourselves inundated to running away from these awful enemies. I don't think King Bong would be Lord of the Vapes. Which is the way out? There we go. So, we did this run of the game last time, and it really sucks. Yeah, mistimed that roll. We died. It's okay, though. That bloodstain only has 900 souls on it. I do not care. Just gonna try to find where my friend Lap is at. I don't know if this is the best way to get there, or if the other bonfire is. Oh, I have 18 strength now. I could try using Black Knight Shield, which is a better shield. Or... the Shield of Want, which would get me more souls. I'm going where we don't need roads. Shit. There we go. So we just go over here. I'm safe, right? Because I think I need to make a right turn at Albuquerque. Shit, where's the right turn to Albuquerque at? It's here. Oh god. The other bonfire was way better for this. Why did I not use it? Well, the other bonfire is not where we're at. This one is. Plus I get to see Turtle Man again. I love Turtle Man. Changing equipment on ladders. It's like saving frames. Okay, so with a little bit of pain, we got to where we need to go. Can I equip the Shield of Want without... The Shield of Want actually is less weight. One less stability, too. Okay. So this is the Shield of Want. We've had it for a long time. It's the King's Shield from Dark Souls 2. Apparently it's gotten scraped up in the meantime. It's a weapon skill shield, which means instead of parrying, it will do the skill of my weapon. And it's also just a really good shield. It also increases the number of souls you get from killing enemies. Kind of like the covetous silver serpent ring. And the 2 stack, which means I can get some souls this way. Please get 1 boy on me and not 2. Can I get them to be stupid, actually? Somebody was saying to go over to where Leto is. But I'm wondering if I can't just do this. Problem solved. How's my new controller sound to all of you? Is it really good to hear all my clicky? There might be boys around. So I got to be careful. Man, the sound of those Herald Knights walking around is really bad. It's a bad ear feel. I almost said ear fill. That's a bit obnoxious. That guy's coming back for me, though. Yeah, so we've been here before. This is where our buddy Lap is at. Let's see if he'll lap up. What the fuck was that? Oh, that guy made his shield go mad. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to look at some lore. It's the Dragonhead shield. This shield, as hard as a great boulder, is formed by the head of the descendant of an archdragon. The ringed knights, who by command of the gods, stood amongst the ranks of those who set out to slay the dragons, but their contributions were never lauded. I can't use this because I'm not smart enough. Hey, Master Saw, want a game of Stellaris. I want to try to stream Stellaris with Kaz soon. Because a night or two ago, it might have... Yeah, I think it was might have been last night. Kaz was streaming video games while kind of drunk. And I bought him the Stellaris DLC as a curse. Medibot was there. That must have been Saturday then. Here's our buddy Lap. Wearing jousting armor, it looks like.
What did I come here in search of? Damn. Stop it. I'm unbreakable. Unbreakable.
What is the drink that goes with Stellaris? What is the drink from Hitchhiker's Guide called? Garble Blaster? I don't remember. Well, the only thing I can think of is Throat Warble or Mangrove, but that's a goddamn Monty Python joke. Yeah, the Pangalactic Gargle Blaster. Yeah, that's what you drink when you're playing Stellaris.
Are you certain of that? No. Sorry, I know you'd never lie to me. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I'll speed right on over. It won't be long now before I know everything. Who I was, what I lived for, and what my name was. And I'll have you to thank for it all. Ah, thank you. Most sincerely. I swear upon my birth name that I am your friend. No matter what might come out, no matter what I was, if you would do me the honor, allow me to be a true friend. Always.
You've got a heart of gold, Lap.
It won't be long now.
And I'm looking for a heart of gold. Oh, I think it'd be faster for me just to zoop back to where I'm going. Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, and peach schnapps. Man, that sounds like a headache waiting to happen. I'm just going to drink whatever in front of me is, and it's probably going to be wine cube. Unless we go to the bar again. That bar was okay. I didn't have a lot of... Like, it was... It might have been because that bar was packed, because there was literal free drinks there. Thanks, Slopey, for the free drinks. Thai Tuesday as well. I got the loose cards to Thai Tuesday, and then we had drinks. That cube deck was good. Man, Magfest is soon. Wine Cube and Magic Cube? Yeah, we did Wine Cube while doing Cube. So, the last part of our adventure before going over here was we had found this shortcut. And we had seen the Dargon. Ooh, Yoshi's Cookie is Friday? Okay, Friday 9 p.m. At 9 p.m., wow, that is very late. We're going to be playing Yoko until, like, midnight. Holy shit. There's that, the Dargon we are going to be facing. So the trick with the Dargon is... there are going to be strategically placed things to tempt me. Like, there's some enemies, there's some glowies... There might even be a crystal goblin over there, but do not engage. Because of that. Actually, I want to try something first. Is there something down here? There is. The other dragon head shield. Oh, this is just a sword boy. Oh, that guy volunteered. Titanite scale. Okay. So, I guess I could have just walked down the ramp, but I decided to jump. Here's the Dragon Head Great Shield, which we had found the Dragon Head Shield. Here's the Great Shield. I think it's the exact same thing, except it's got a different weapon skill. It's also a 100% block shield, which this one is not. This one's just a 70%. Anyways. Onward. There's a cubby here for us to hide in. Because yes, the dragon does make another round. Yeah, the set piece of a dragon on a bridge. That appears 3 times in this game. Is this DLC inside the painting like the other one? No. This we warped to on a bonfire in the Kiln of the First Flame, kind of. And we're kind of in the end of the world. Yeah, TK Cat has it up spot on. So now we just kind of want to make a run for it. We'll come back to get these glowies later. None of them are worth it. So should I go up the stairs or should I go over here? What do you guys think? I mean, I can see a Croplo over there. Huh. Hey, you think you go up first. I don't care what I want what people want me to do. Okay, catch the lizard. Oh no! Okay, this is definitely a place where you want the Moaning Knight. He should be dead though. Oh no, skeletons! Wonder where that mean old Moaning Knight is at. Skeleton. Skeleton gave me his pine resin. Just squeeze the old juice out of them bones. Hello, sir. I have some questions about your tactics. I guess you don't have any questions about mine. Yeah, don't stand next to that. The blindfold mask is a special item. It technically goes with the Black Witch set, but it has a special property. An eye-occluding mask of unknown origin. Small cracks allow the wearer to see. Strengthens dark attacks, but also greatly increases damage sustained from dark. This purple steel creation has a certain resemblance to the Firekeeper's crown, but the similarity is purely cosmetic. So if you look at it, it makes our dark resist our dark absorption go from, like, what is our actual hat? Our dark absorption is currently 21. This lowers it to -6. And let's see what that looks like with the Black Witches set. Not that one. That one. And I'll even throw on the Untrue Dark Ring for good measure. So you can see it's kind of got little holes in it so you can see through. So yeah, this works a lot like the Crown of Dusk, which is from Dark Souls, which does the same thing but to magic. Which looks like this, just a princess crown. So let's go back to what we were wearing. Actually, let's go to something new to wear. Can I manage drain anything with this? Here's a good look. Ah, just threw that together without thinking. Let's fight some more skeletons. Bless Curse hat. I don't know if there's a lightning hat. I don't think there is. Or a fire hat. things that boosted pyromancies in Dark Souls 1 were just incidentally, uh, only incidentally worked because the way the game was programmed, pyromancies were, for all intents and purposes, sorceries that just didn't have a intelligence requirement. Okay, so we can't go down here. The way this place works is that there's multiple staircases that are in a double helix formation. So I kind of have to go forward and then drop off. I mean, look at our weight total. Nice. That's one of the good numbers. Nice. There's a big hole down there. Nice. That's terror. And this leads us back down to the entrance.
Oh, finally, you've come. Now I know exactly who I was. And for that, I've a little thanks to be giving.
How
This way
thematic.
and peep past the broken staircase. Some awfully fine treasures just sitting there all alone. It'll change your life. I've much to thank you for, so I'll say it again and again. Go this way and peep past the broken one. Don't you believe me?
It's all thanks to Skeleton. Man, how thematic! Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Every age, it seems, is tainted by the greed of men. Rubbish to one such as I, devoid of all worldly wants. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way we are. I'll stick you in my prayers. A fine dark soul to you.
That's the name of the video game we're playing. So yeah, because Patches is Patches, he kicks you down the cliff. And he also declares that he is free from all worldly wants. Which I don't think is true. But how could I not believe my good friend Patches? So, you get here. And it feels like you shouldn't be able to go up here. But in fact, you can just walk over that rubble. Huh. A chest? I love chests. But I can't see the chain. Well, I guess I should open it. Oh, really? Okay. I got the, like 2% drop. I have 2 of these now. If anyone ever wanted to tell you that this wasn't a good video game, they're a liar. Greed is good. Well, we were just talking about how greed was good and everything, right? Huh, what's that? Can't get over there. Hope I can get over there from here. Can't seem to hit them when I knock them over. Their hitboxes become... Well, that skeleton had a party. Oh yeah, we got a new Ring of the Evil Eye, +3. I have no idea how much it gives you at +3. I mean, I never looked at the lore of this. A ring captured by the foul spirit of an evil eye, a creature that ravaged Astora. The horrible spirit that nearly destroyed Astora, but was eventually defeated by the sword of one most noble. Hey, we have that sword. I think. Yeah, it might be this one. So the Ring of the Evil Eye gives you HP every time you kill an enemy back. It's not a bad ring when you're just walking around, but usually your ring slots are better put towards killing. Now we're up here. This is where the goblin was at before it ran away. And it is in fact where we are supposed to go. I don't remember the... Tell you the truth, I don't remember the item descriptions for things that don't matter in Dark Souls 1. Like the Ring of the Evil Eye. A ring I rarely encounter. But if it was also the same... Well, lore is lore, even if it's old lore. Really. How can you trust new lore? So we got lap set. Where is it at? It's one of the heavy... I also have 2 of these. It's one of the heavier sets in the game. Where's it at? It doesn't look like anything in the... Here it is. It's by the Morin's armor. Steel armor of the Amnesiac Lap. This plate armor body that covers the torso cleanly without even slight gaps provides heavy defense. Quite fit to conceal a hollowed body and indeed one's very identity. So yeah. How was it at? It was by... Here it is. They all say the same thing. It's pretty powerful armor, but at the same time it's very heavy. I'll wear the hat for a while. It's modeled off of jousting armor, which is why in the chest plate the left shoulder is heavily reinforced, because that's where you're getting hit by a lance when you're jousting. So let's go back to our previous bonfire, which is the one I just lit. And this should give us an opportunity to kill that lizard. Because I love killing lizards. Yeah, there's the little what's name. Don't need either of those, but you know what? I'll take it. I think the worst thing about this video game is I think it got rid of the Crystal Lizard standard. Which was in Dark Souls, if you killed a Crystal Gecko, it would drop exactly 1 soul, which is how you knew what the value of a soul was. But I think in this game they just dropped like 15 souls or something, so the exchange rate is just not the window. Nobody knows what anything is worth anymore. Okay, let's grease up. Get nice and greasy. I never understood why we didn't just go back to the lizard standard instead of all this goddamn fiat souls. I wonder what's going to happen. would have imagined that this would happen? You're safe over here. Don't get hit by that. Getting hit by that is very bad. Everybody pay close attention. Or is that pleasant jing jangling telling me that I've killed something and absorbed its money? Nowhere to be heard. Oh, I sort of agree, Ogre. This dragon is very well animated. There's a certain dragon called Calamite that might, beg to differ. Calamite has some goofy animations. Has some good animations. Has some goofy animations. So this place is special. Still got Silver Knights. So I think these are still, yeah, those are definitely Silver Knights. So, it's the second Wonder Turtle. And what's more, and that's actually all of them. So yes, 1, 2, 3 illusory walls. Who would have imagined? We got Lightning Arrow. The few female knights who served in the Age of the Gods used this miracle for dragon slaying. Draw a lightning bow to fire a lightning arrow. The lightning arrow offers a great improvement to the range of spears, and were said to have been used to pierce the eyes of dragons from afar. But remember, beautiful stories are always marked by embellishment. I have never used this spell. We'll have to try it out. Also, yes, you could hear this guy twinkling from, like, way below. Here is a fellow we have not seen in a long time. Why, it's the Padre. It's Padre Gwyn. He's holding a glowy and giving a hat to a hollow. Or just a human. So this could be Gwyn giving a crown to one of the 4 kings. It could be, I think that's what it is. Or it could be something with one of the pygmies. Difficult to say. So, we can go out here, but let's not. Because there is a rowdy boy out there, who if you played PvP, probably recognized the weapons from. Instead, we want to go here. Because, ta-da! We're back here. I don't think we've killed the dragons, though. I could try going and talking to the woman. I don't know if her lore has changed yet. Soul Calibur isn't that far off. Yes, we're making this run again, because I want to go check on some lore. Womp womp womp. That's fine. I have something else I can do here. A tale of darkened souls, eternally retold. So we're going to go here. And then we're going to go way over here. I have a plan. I'm going to plan with the plan. Because there were a few minor items I neglected to get. Because the goddamn dragon was over here. I'm pretty sure they're all just soul items. That guy went on vacation. Because you can fall down here. Which I think is one of the ways you can safely get to the door. Is to drop off here. And then loop your way around here. Well, that's it. That's all I came here for. Yes, rubbish is an item in this game. In Dark Souls 1, you could trade a single piece of rubbish to the trade crows to get a Titanite chunk. In Dark Souls 2, you only got rubbish by destroying a chest that had an item in it. And in this game, rubbish is truly worthless because it does actually nothing. Getting rubbish does not... You can't use rubbish for anything. I don't even think you can sell it. I can try selling some rubbish when I get back to the home base. So yeah, rubbish is just truly the game saying it's wasting your time. Which, you know, I can respect. A fine joke. So we're just going here. We're going to go talk to Lady Filianor. Oh, that's where it put my bloodstain? Mm. Turtle Man. I think I want to get off here. God, where's the exit? Where's the exit? Once again, we have to go way over here. Okay. Well, I got one of them on me somehow. This is actually, it's not that bad. To the people's elbow. Ah, walked into that one. He Rikishi'd me. Okay. I don't know if I need to kill these guys. I actually probably do. That's going to freeze him in place for a few seconds. Where'd he go? Yeah, so these guys take special extra damage from plunging attacks because they have that weird head. Okay.
So, Medea hath into the chasm fallen, still his voice I hear. The dark grieveth him yet. I prithee, put him to rest, before the dark consumeth him, and his vows are forgot. Just afore the church of the princess standeth a tower, honouring ancient knights. There lieth a small shrine, behind the sculptured knight, which beareth no arms. 'Tis from there one may descend the chasm of darkness. I prithee, put the great dragon to rest.
Wow, she just tells you.
I know. I have asked of thee a thing most terrible. Forgive me. Thou wert but mine only hope. Just afore the church of the princess standeth a tower built to honour ancient knights. Behind is a
So wow, she actually just tells you where the thing I was going to show is at. Huh. So if you go back expecting a reward after killing the dragon, which I think you would only do if you missed that you did not get souls for killing the dragon, she tells you where this dragon is at? Okay. So you go on here, and I think I want to rub actually this side. Nope, wrong side. Oh, it is that side. Wow, you end up here. And you have two paths you can take. We're going to take this one first. So there's this tunnel here, and a wonderful upgrade. We take the Chloranthy ring, which is the ring I've used the entire game, and make it much better. So our stamina is going to be greatly increased. It's this side I want. Nope, I always mix it up. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for Gwen to be giving either a Four-King or a Pygmy the Chloranthy ring. The Chloranthy ring doesn't have any lore about that. Well, it just says its luster long since faded. So yes, Filianor was not. Is she Filianor or what is her name? I don't know. She wasn't lying. There's ancient knights here. And one of them doesn't have a sword. Filianor's spear ornament. I think that's one of these. Or is it just a item? Ah, no, it's a covenant item. The spear of the church watches over the princess's slumber, and serves as proof of the fulfillment of their duty. The embellished gold cloth is woven of a crest of young grass. I guess that's a bit like Chloranthe, I don't know. The princess's knights were proudly displayed these precious favors, which were most often seen swaying from their identical ceremonial spears. So we're going to get used to seeing this. We have some more snake boys. Antiquated plain garb and violet wrappings. I forgot about these. Ordinary garb from a land of ancient sorcery. Ooh, Ulasil, you say. The gold embellishments betray a faint residue of magic, but this clothing was never intended for battle, which I think is what this says too. Never intended for battle. When a mission visited the Rings City long ago, one of its younger missionaries elected to stay behind. It was he who became the last recorded spear of the church. These arm wrappings, sewn with the violet cloth and embroidered with gold thread, were intended for everyday use, yet they served well in great many a battle, enwreathing the arms of one who would go on to embrace the sword. Now, is that a Lothric sword? I don't have a Lothric sword on me. There's a boss fight down here. It's one of the most annoying ever. And I'm wondering if I should even attempt it right now. This is fated to go very poorly. And yet. I might have to change weapons. Yep, there we go. Okay. Is this weapon the one I want? This weapon seemed okay for hitting the dragon's head. I'm not going to be talking a whole lot during this fight because this is one of the harder fights in the game. It's not hard for the right reasons. It's hard because, actually, I wonder... Would Lightning Clutch be worth it here? Yeah, I did pretty well. It's just, this fight is none good. I think I'm going to have to just stick with just Lightning Blade for this fight. The rest of the buffs are not going to be relevant, I'm going to say. So, the trick with Dark Eater Medir is that it takes like 75% less damage anywhere but its head. It also has a lot of attacks that you saw me dodge pretty well, and that's because they were burnt into my muscle memory. You basically can't block anything. Later in the fight, there are going to be instant kill moves. I actually think I want to run this way. Because he always starts the fight this way. There we go. Okay, gotta run away. Yeah, if that beam hits me, you die. If that beam hits you, you die. I don't think you can have enough HP to survive the beam. Don't get hit by the beam. Oh, Tears of Denial? Oh man, you're actually right. Because Tears of Denial is a way to let me survive the beam, and I can just cast it at the bonfire. I should show off the... I think you can actually hold it, and then like... Yeah, we can hold it down. I can't aim, though. This actually seems pretty cool. Yeah, well, you can't press R1 to aim, it appears. So yeah, we're going to apply Lightning Blade. And Tears of Denial. Because I can just tear up here. And it'll last. And when you're just doing player versus environment, I think it just sticks to you until you die. You can angle up with the camera, but I meant like you can't true aim, so it's more like a crossbow than a bow. Put the buff ring on, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, you want to basically stay about here. He'll come to you. Already just leading with your worst attack. Oh no, you're leading with a different attack. Man, I'm... I shouldn't be locking on. Lightning Blade is actually really real here. Come here, you dumb idiot. That was a really terrible idea. Why did I do that? Okay, run away. Up, teardrop went off. Yeah, stop whining around, you little idiot. He hasn't done his worst attack yet. Yes! No! How could I be so greedy? And now he's gonna do the Psychobilly freakout and I'm gonna die! Guts. Oh man, no, we're good. We're good, everybody, we're good. I just have to not get hit. Oh my god, Genghis Cripes. That was third try Madeir. That was third try Madeir almost completely punted to greed. I could have just killed him if I hadn't have gone for the Hornet Ring, but I wanted to be stylish. But that was a clutch second casting of Tears of Denial. I decided at some point that his health was low enough that, oh. Oh, something bad is happening. I'm glad I have the local recording because there appears to be an issue with Twitch. Just just took off my headset so I could take off my hoodie while I try to get obs to work.